Heck yeah. Hang on, here he comes right now.
All right.
Joe?
Hey.
How are you, buddy?
I'm just dealing with prison bullshit. How are you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. I saw that this week there was some new stuff that you were rolling out in evidence on your case, man. What's new?
I've been locked up in solitary for 4 days, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Well, they were releasing some information. It looked like there was some additional new evidence that was showing up for your appeal, and it may be just some stuff that your team was posting, but it looked like maybe it was new. But what the hell are you doing in solitary, man?
You know what? This system is so fucking backwards, okay? We've had scabies for, 2 months?
Yeah.
Okay, so I go to the assistant warden last Thursday with another inmate, and we complained because we didn't get our medicine the way we were supposed to. Okay, because nobody wants to do their job around here. They're just here to collect a paycheck. All right, so instead of giving us our medicine, the people that should have gave us our medicine punished us and put us in solitary confinement and called it isolation. Okay, so instead of letting me come back to the unit and pack my stuff the way they should have, okay, they treated me like I had just done something major wrong, and they were putting me in the shoe, and they wouldn't let me come back and pack my stuff. Okay, so inmates run wild packing your shit and stealing what they want and taking what they don't want. Okay. So then we're in solitary and in isolation, per se, for 4 days.
Yeah.
Okay? It took 3 days to get a drinking cup so we could get something to drink. Okay, the whole 4 days I was back there, I didn't get my normal seizure medicine or nothing, not one time. Okay, and we finally get out on Monday. Okay, so yesterday I get out and I come back, and half of my shit is gone, half of my shit is packed and put in a bag in the storeroom, and the other half shit is still scattered out throughout where the area that I live. Okay, so meanwhile, the bag that was in one of the bags that was in the storage room had a few groceries in it. Okay. So George, my fiance, okay, lives clear across the prison, okay, in another unit.
Okay.
Okay, so last night I just took that bag of groceries out of the storeroom when the guard gave it to me, and I gave it to him so he would have something to eat.
Yeah.
Okay, well, on the way over there, I guess another guard searches the bag, and there's supposedly a tattoo needle inside the bag.
Okay.
Okay, where the hell that come from, who knows, okay? But anyway, he just got in trouble for having a tattoo needle that he didn't even have, neither one of us had to start with, okay? But if they would, instead of letting inmates pack your shit, or the guard do his job and pack it, because the guards are the ones that are supposed to inventory it, not fucking inmates.
Right.
Okay, somebody would know how that tattoo needle got in that bag of groceries. Because I didn't bother unpacking that bag of groceries. Hell, I thought it was just...
This call is from a federal prison.
And everything else. So, yeah, no. So he got called down to the lieutenant's office this morning and is in trouble for a tattoo needle. Okay.
Wow.
That nobody can answer for. Even I just asked the two people that packed my locker, where the fuck did you get a tattoo needle? Well, I don't know. There ain't no tattoo needle in there when we packed it. Well, there supposedly was when the guards searched it. It's just crazy. It's the system in here is just as fucked up as the system out there.
So you went to tell the people, the powers that be, that you didn't,
what?
That you said you went to tell the powers that be you didn't have your medication, and to complain about that, and as a result, they just immediately put you in isolation.
Right. Okay. Then when we called to ask for a lieutenant, okay, so we could complain about being locked up and no medicine.
Yeah.
Okay, the lieutenant comes over there with about 4 or 5 new employees and shows his ass. Okay. Well, I asked, why are we locked up? And he says, because we're locking up the fucking stores. And I said, what do you mean the source? I said, this other man has laid there for 7 months with scabies, and you've done nothing for him. I said, so who's the source? He says, well, put it in writing so it's in black and white if you want to bitch. I said, well, can I have a cop-out? And then he looks at me and he says, well, what do you think? I have a printer up my ass? This is how they treat you in here, man.
Man, that's crazy, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I would be very upset about that. Very pissed off.
It's complete bullshit.
So what determines the number of days that you end up staying there?
I was in there 4 days.
Yeah, what determines that? Well, how do they make that number up?
Okay, well, the disease lady come around and looked, and I only had 3 spots on me, okay, 3 bites.
I got you.
That we're in the process of going away.
Right.
So she was like, okay, well, the BOP protocol is you're not even supposed to be put in isolation anymore. And they're not even supposed to take your commissary, your groceries away from you.
Right.
They're only supposed to take your clothes and your sheets and your bedding and quarantine them for 7 days because apparently this scabies can't live off of its host for 7 days.
Right.
Okay, while you get your medicine. They're not even supposed to quarantine you, but it was more punishment than it was anything. Because
yeah, it sounds like it, especially if you don't have if you don't get to take your stuff, your groceries, anything else. I mean, if you're supposed
screw the neglect of I could have had a seizure back there because they didn't give me my seizure medicine for 4 days, and then they lock you in a dirty little 6 by 12 foot room. And nothing. Okay, we didn't have a wash rag to wash our face with. We didn't until we raised hell on the 3rd day. We didn't have a toothbrush, no soap,
nothing.
Nothing.
And that's that's cruel and inhumane.
Yeah, well, until somebody out there starts bitching about what goes on in here, that's why I want to testify in front of Congress.
Well, I don't blame you. I would want to testify too. I think
when I make it out of here, if I make it out of here, that's my first goal is to testify in front of Congress. Just how screwed up this whole system is. Yes, I'm pissed because I hate being accused of something that I didn't do.
Well, sure.
Because I'm a grown-ass man and I've admitted to everything I've ever done wrong in here. Every time I've got caught with a cell phone, I was the first one to say, yep, it's mine, I fucked up. Okay? But don't be accusing somebody of a tattoo needle in a bag that we didn't pack.
Right. Now it makes sense. So speaking of getting out, what's the latest on the saga of getting, things heard, getting attention to it? What is new?
I according to the emails I get, hell, I stay in the news every 8 hours. Whether it's President Biden or Don Jr. or President Trump or one of his, Matt Gaetz.
This call is from a federal prison.
Today I'm fixing to sit down and type a letter, 2 letters actually, one to Trump and Biden because I now have a clemency number, the application number.
Okay.
And I'm going to get my social media team on really pushing pictures out there on social media saying President Biden, President Trump signed clemency number so-and-so, so-and-so.
Okay.
Okay.
Make sure they get that to us so we can share it for you. Okay.
And then I'm going to type a letter to Governor Stitt in Oklahoma because, the evidence that you've seen where they admit that they were going to kill me to start with. They actually had a plot to kill me.
Yeah.
Okay, that was while I was running for governor. So I want to know why they've never opened up an OSBI investigation in Oklahoma and filed charges for conspiracy to kill a gubernatorial candidate.
Yeah, no, that's a good question. Why hasn't that been done?
Exactly. So I'm going to type a letter to Governor Stitt today, and then I'm going to type a letter about the clemency thing to Biden and Trump. So those should be going out in the next couple of days, and I'll put a note in the email for them to be sure and send those to you.
Okay, yeah, please do that. I would love to be able to share that out and make sure that we get it to as many people as we're able to also. Tell me something good. What are you guys working on for you and George for the holidays? Anything?
Nothing. I'm still trying to get my people out there to just raise enough money we can buy some groceries.
Okay. Well, I know that we had a couple folks who were giving. I don't know how much they've donated, but I will send that back out again and see if we can really ramp that up for you and talk about it a little bit more.
Last time I got an email, there was only $65 donated.
Okay. All right. Well, we will push that out there and see if we can get that on up to the amount that you had and then some. And I'm sure that, especially given this recent thing where you 4 days in the hole for nothing. Yeah.
Well, I mean, and then they steal everything that you had to start with. So it's like you got to start over every time they do this to you, because the guards don't do their own job and pack the shit like they're supposed to. They let inmates do it, so the inmates just run wild.
They just pilfer you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then what are you going to do? Nothing. I mean, there's nothing you can do.
What do they say? Welcome to prison.
Right. No, and nobody wants to give sympathy for that, right? I mean, but we've talked about this many times on our program. The problem that I've always had is that, look, if you do a crime and you do your time and you get out, you should be a blank canvas. You shouldn't have an anchor around your neck. But just on the same token, if you're an inmate and you're doing your time, it shouldn't be.
You're just a piece of shit to these people.
Right. You shouldn't lose all those kind of things. That should not happen to you. It's not conducive to rehabilitating someone to begin with. Not saying that you do or don't need. I'm saying that, it's not a good formula.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Well, it's like it's no different than it should be double jeopardy. You do the crime, you do your time, and you get out. And if you do anything else, they come back and they get you for a career criminal, so you're going to get punished for the first one again. Right,
no doubt. Now, let me ask this. I mean, do you have, are there guards in there who are, not assholes and are sympathetic and who are doing all they can to make sure it's better, or do you think they're just all?
Okay, well, there's a few here that aren't assholes, but they're all here just for the paycheck.
Yeah. So what?
There's nothing about better here. Okay, there's nothing. And I've been to Tallahassee prison. I've been to Atlanta prison. I've been to Butler prison. I've been here, and I've been to 3 county holdovers, and I've been to the Oklahoma City Airport federal holdover.
Okay.
And nobody gives a fuck. Okay, they just don't.
Now, so let me ask this: where you're at, do they offer, classes, courses, different things that might be beneficial to people who are there, or entertainment?
Well, I've taken 16 classes so
have
far.
You? Okay.
Yeah, and I average 2 a month.
Really?
Yeah,
that's cool.
And there is classes to take here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm taking Spanish class so I can communicate better with George and other people, because I want to be able to be bilingual when I get out of here. But it's not about bettering yourself, okay? It's just like I tried to do the right thing and file for an application to get married the right way.
Yeah.
And I've said this on the phone before, and I kind of got scolded for it, but it's just instead of doing what I refuse to become one of these people, and instead of doing what everyone else does and just screwing in the shower at night, I tried to file an application and get married and do it properly,
Yeah.
And that wasn't even about having sex. It was about being able to keep him in America and become an American citizen and get out of prison and say, look, I got married in prison and we're starting a new life and we are bettering ourselves, but hell no, it was all about punishing you for opening your mouth.
Yeah, no doubt. Now, as far as that, the wedding goes, assuming that, you can do that.
It's off for now. Yeah.
It is?
Yeah, because we can't get married. I mean, the lawyers are working on proxy marriage, but I'm not even going to discuss that on this phone.
No, I understand that.
But this thing's fixing to hang up on us, Patrick.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll talk to you next Tuesday.
I'll talk to you next Tuesday.
All right. We'll get the word out.